What's up, you guys? My name is Logan, H-A-N-D, and this is Make It Happen TV. A channel that's dedicated to the endless pursuit of making it happen, both in business and in life. Well, that was until this corona thing came out of nowhere and pretty much halted all the things that I was making it happen. So now we're just kind of figuring things out and attempting to make things happen, but like nothing's actually happening. Breaking news: coronavirus, you're an asshole. And I hope that you could just go away so that all my businesses and my life can kind of start to normalize again. So far, you're really, really annoying. And I would just love for you to just go ahead and fizzle away and die off and like just get up out my way. Just move. Just get gone. Thank you. Coronavirus asshole. You know, one thing I really wanted to talk about during the coronavirus is, well, let's figure out how we all stay sane. I mean, all of our lives are changing just slightly, whether you're on a lockdown or you're just having trouble like me. I'm a very schedule-oriented person. Like, I'm used to having a jam-packed schedule and getting up at a certain time and going to the gym and going through my routine. And when my routine gets out of whack, I kind of lose it mentally. And, you know, so let's talk about some of those things. And in full transparency, you know, I've felt a little depressed over this whole coronavirus thing. Like, all of the media is so depressing and all of the stuff going on every day with my whole business world is basically like just the stuff I had going on is now like not happening or it's delayed, and I basically have no choice but to sit and wait for other things to get done. And that can drive you crazy if you're someone that's a pusher and a driver and someone that wants to constantly get things done like I do. And I don't do nothing very well. Like, I just suck at doing nothing. It's just not my thing. So let's talk about a few tips that you can do to stay sane and to make sure that you're still doing all right during coronavirus. So this episode is all about coronavirus. Guys, if this is your first time stopping by this channel, I want you to know, in case you found me from another real estate person, real estate investing, flipping houses is how I got my start and got into the new ventures I'm in now. But this channel is not dedicated to exclusively real estate. I'm also invested in franchises and some other smaller kind of startup type businesses. So I have a really well-rounded information that you guys get to learn from, not just flipping and wholesaling and all that fun stuff. So if you're looking for strictly a YouTube channel on real estate and real estate investing, I'll give you some of that, but it's not only those things. So it creates some really cool content and a story that you guys can learn a lot of different business stuff from, not just one thing. So what are you up to? I'm going crazy. My daily life is consisting of being extremely aggravated, trying to get all of my cash back to me that's out in the marketplace that I cannot seem to get to come back to me quick enough. A lot of the projects I was working on have been halted or have blown up altogether. And so yeah, can we finally talk about the giant elephant in the room? Corona. And I don't mean the type that you drink. I mean the type that clearly stops everyone and everything from being productive. So, let's get down to it. So, guys, before all of this shit happened, I had quite a bit of projects going on at the same time, right? I was closing an SBA loan that was supposed to close this frickin' Friday, that now has been hijacked by the stimulus package, which until that gets agreed upon, I'm basically a sitting duck waiting until they figure out what the terms of my loan will be now that the government is going to basically help businesses getting open not to fail. which is a great thing, but delays my project even further. So, yay! So, project, been delayed. Can't close my loan, that's delayed. Construction, that's delayed. Our location that we have open, it basically had to switch all over to online ordering and Uber Eats and all that app stuff. But the reality is mostly it's probably going to close here in the short term so that it can get through and not be wasting money every single day, because you're basically just losing money every day. Then on the real estate side, I have one property that hasn't been selling, that's now sitting, and the prices are coming down, down, down. So I'm taking it in the pants, if you will, on the profits that I was supposed to make in that particular property. So money going poof, and I can't get my cash back until I sell that thing, so I'm stuck basically where it's at. Alright, then I also have a deal that was supposed to close next week that pretty much blew up. Buyer backed out and poof. All the properties I was going to buy, I've pulled out of because of the uncertainty of the marketplace and because I think that the best real estate deals will be had in the next 6 months or somewhere around there. So I'm just trying to be patient and save as much money in the short term. So I'm going to take a break to do what I've been doing a lot of now, which is just snacking on a bunch of shitty food. How can you not be snacking? I mean, you've got to drown your sorrows of not being able to really do much of anything and all of your money going to shit and something, so might as well be this. Always make sure the crumbs are off your fingers first. I have started trading in the stock market, which I've never owned a stock in my life, but I decided to take advantage of some of the volatility that's out in the marketplace for some short-term income, short-term gains, and then eventually, once I think that the bottom has shown itself, which in my opinion is probably this week, I'll put the date here, then I will transition into long-term positions. But right now, I'm just taking advantage of the daily ups and downs, and actually doing quite well. So here's my Robinhood account, basically just some fun money I'm playing around with, a couple grand, nothing crazy. And today, if it'll focus, I'm up $280. Oh, $290, sweet. So, it's not bad, it's pretty decent. You can see kind of where my line is for today. And you can see where I started about, we'll go to a week ago. I'm up $493 from where I started a week ago. So, not bad.
Sometimes it's nice just to take a breath, even though I'm crazy and I can't really slow down for anything. I gotta remind myself, sometimes the world is a beautiful place, even amidst all the turmoil. There's things you can be grateful for, be thankful for, that you have that other people don't have. And I'm out here in my backyard. I'll kind of pan and show you. I got a little cool jungle out here. It's pretty chill. So, step one, make sure you get outside at least once a day. Help you stay sane. Number two, work on things that maybe you always push to the end of your schedule and you never really take time to work on it. You know, for me, I'm cleaning up some of my digital storage. I'm, automating a lot of my Instagram content. I'm working on filming some more YouTube stuff for you guys. And I'm doing stocks, which is crazy, but again, when there is opportunity is the time where you need to strike. And I think that the bottom of the market is probably showing itself somewhere around right now or later this week. So you might want to consider moving into some long-term positions. If you have an extra couple $1,000s, it might be worth throwing it into the market and making some decisions on stocks that are clearly undervalued. You know, if you look at the 1-year data trends, you can see where their highs were, and the 5 years, you can see how low they've been. And if you're buying under those super low prices, you're clearly buying an undervalued stock. However, you need to be prepared to ride out the daily volatile fluctuations until we get out of this thing. Now, if you can make a healthy profit in the short term, then go ahead and turn it and burn it. But also realize that if you hold on to it and it's a great company like an Apple or something that you believe in, that you use, that you're a consumer of, or just a company you think is awesome, if you hold it for several years, you're probably going to be in a good good position. So just keep those things in mind. Like I said, right now in the short term, I'm giving myself something to do other than organizing and cleaning the house and going for bike rides and making phone calls and all the bullshit that I gotta deal with. I'm taking advantage of some short-term turmoil in the marketplace, which is providing some extra income, which is awesome, but it's not gonna pay all of my bills in the short period of time. So anyways, that's the stock market. Also realize, in my opinion, we're entering into the recession, or the next recession, and it could be the greatest recession that we will have for our lifetime and our generation. So realize that you need to have as much cash as you can have, and there are going to be plenty of opportunities out in the marketplace. Now, are these opportunities necessarily today? Not really, but will they come 3 months, 6 months, 9 months from now? Yes, they will. Especially if you're investing in real estate, you have to think of things as people need time to lose income, they need time to lose paying things, and as that trickle effect starts to happen, people need cash, and they will sell the assets that they have at a discount in order to get the cash that they so desperately need. And that time takes a little bit of time to kick in. So for right now, my real estate business and my projects are kind of on pause, up in the air, and we're putting things in place so that 6 months from now we can take action on the deals that are going to come our way. And there's always a deal so long as you know how to find them. And by the way, if you don't know how to find them, you can always shoot me a message, comment below, and you can go through my mogul business model, and there's plenty of different ways that I can show you to find real estate deals. But that's just one thing that I do. It's how I got to where I am, but it's not the only thing that I do here. So don't forget, as you go through the coronavirus, to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm.
I just want to know, like, what really is the center of the universe? And has everyone else started talking to themselves yet? Like, this whole corona thing, like, I just can't stay indoors. Ah! Dude, I'm like a caged wildebeest. Only refined to stock trading and potato chips, cleaning the house, riding my bicycle. I can't live so restricted, damn it! I'm going crazy, I'm going crazy, pushing up daisies. I thought this book was incredibly suiting for this episode all about coronavirus. Guys, it's some crazy times out there right now that we're experiencing, completely uncharted waters for the history of our country and really a lot of the world. And I'm going basically insane and crazy, locked down in my house, and I just wanted to create a YouTube video that hopefully created some level of relating to you guys, and maybe you guys are going through the same thing as me, just going crazy every day. So just wanted to try and help. I would love if you guys just commented on this video to just kind of create a conversation between the crazy coronavirus and everything that we're experiencing. I've never had so many snacks in my entire life. My diet, out the door. And not only that, definitely have alcohol. Definitely have alcohol. So many snacks, like literally way too many snacks. And I've never had so much money that was supposed to come to me just evaporate into thin fucking air. But we all gotta deal with it, so it's problems. We'll solve those problems just like any other problems that I've ever solved before. We just got problems and problems and problems and problems and more problems. But life is life. We'll get through it, and this too shall pass. I'd like to get you guys to hopefully remember that. Hopefully we don't go broke in the process, but I have a good position in terms of liquidity, as much as I would like more liquidity, but I've kind of prepared for something bad, and I don't run my life so close to every 2 weeks or anything like that. Probably have well over a year's worth of living expenses just in the bank, so that's good news. Now, with that being said, everything is not effed. However, this is a great book, and I do recommend it if you haven't yet, but it is suiting during the coronavirus. So look, here's the deal. You know what you got to do every single week. You need to put your best foot forward and just try to be a mogul and make it happen. Even with coronavirus, I know a lot of the things you might be normally trying to make happen might be shut down or not functioning, but what you need to make happen is your life, the things you have organized or need to do around the house, organize parts of your business, and gear up and put the systems and things in place for when the world starts to kind of be back to normal, and hopefully you're running at a full sprint instead of a light jog coming back from your corona vacation. Make sure you're staying positive and comment on this video so that we can talk about the things you're going through and I'm going through, because life is cray cray right now. So I'll see you in a few days. Have a great week. Don't die. God, could I get any worse at saying things with like 100 fucking words in the middle, or could I just like learn to condense things down into one sentence? Like, is that a possible thing? Like, can I just not say 50 million words to say, this is not a YouTube channel only for real estate. I also invest in franchises and other businesses. I don't need to like explain the whole universe